this play with all the responsibility.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Here's Oliver. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Number 21.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was brought down at
the numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 14 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
To number 84. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Hurst.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And the Falcons first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Gurley, the ball carrier. Josh Jackson on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A pickup
on first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
5 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive. Down conversion here's big. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receiver?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tyler Davison busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Packers 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 23-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aaron Rodgers sacked.
Tyler Davison, his second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Crosby for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Good. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Gurley again the ball carrier.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Todd Gurley, the Falcons.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
First down.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Packers 10, Falcons 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 23. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Todd Gurley on the carry.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd
now Gurley.
At the 20.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Intended for
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Or in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron Jones. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That'll be caught by St. Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
St. Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. 1st month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5.
Rodgers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tyler Davison bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Falcons 10.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
6 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now left side on the swing pass. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Falcons.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right
quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. His throw caught at about the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
from midfield. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who is on target in the first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
For number 14.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And the lead is up to 14.
His kick is...
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Falcons.
A slant to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st down, Atlanta.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of...
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10. At their own.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Smith out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a second and 7. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Ito Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Smith. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Now Olsen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
27. Falcons 16.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Slant to Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done.
A 25-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14.
It's the score, Packers 30, Falcons 16.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And he has been a busy, productive man. He's been throwing the ball all over the place.
And this takes me out of the realm of being an analyst. Right now, watching him, I just feel like a fan. This is so much fun. Vision is open. Ball's being delivered well. He's just having a tremendous, exceptional day.
And he's over 400 yards already. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's St. Brown on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The wide receiver, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought him down.
From the 41, Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Packers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on first.
Calvin Ridley.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain
of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, Smith.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. On the draw, this is Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The 4th down.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the back.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
Onside kick.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? I think that's what went down. I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll go again to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
Tonight, a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.